You look amazing.
Thank you. Do you like it?
I do.
My mom's veil.
Hmm. You're very pretty.
Thank you.
Hannah, from the first day we met, my life has changed in ways I could never imagine. Being with you has brought so much joy, excitement, and meaning to my life. I love how we connect on things most important to us, how we laugh together, and how we support each other through everything that comes in life. It feels like we're not just partners, but a team who can face the future head on. Every day with you, whether it's filled with excitement or just the comfort of being in each other's presence, reminds me of how lucky I am to have you by my side.
Alonso, I remember when I met you that I just had this gut feeling that I had to get to know you more. I was stressed because I was running out of time before you went back to college and I wanted to ask you out. I debated just ignoring that feeling and letting you go, but I couldn't do it. I am so glad I followed that gut feeling because we wouldn't be here today if it weren't for me. I am so excited to have you as my husband and to grow old together. You are my best friend and the love of my life. I know that life will not always be easy, but we all will have each other to lean on. I love you to the moon and back.
Welcome to the wedding ceremony of Jose Alonso Diaz Quispe and Hannah Esther Vickery. Today they stand before us to affirm their commitment and pledge their love to one another as they unite in the sacred bond of marriage. Hannah and Alonso met at Kiddie Academy. Hannah was hired to replace Alonso, and he was assigned to teach her about the role before he left for the fall semester at UMD. Hannah quickly realized she wanted to know more about Alonso beyond work. With little time left before his departure, she sought advice from her friends, took a leap of faith, and asked Alonso if he wanted to hang out after work. He, of course, agreed without hesitation. The first date was a casual lunch spent by an evening chatting. With the TV on in the background, Hannah began asking him about his life, his family, his views. She was direct and to the point, wanting to make sure he was quality dating material. Alonso might say he was grilled. Her answers were just what she hoped for. The chemistry was great, so they hung out together again the next day, and soon they realized there was something special between them.
I love you for who you are and for how we will continue to grow together, constantly learning and supporting one another. The process is not perfect, but that is what makes it real and special. Just like the time that we went camping and forgot some essential supplies to make our food. Though it might have taken an hour or two to make a fire, it did eventually work out. Those comedic and unforgettable moments are just a part of what makes our relationship strong. I want to keep making memories with you every day, and I'm grateful for every moment that we share. I will forever be grateful for the chance to have met you and for the gift of sharing this beautiful journey with you. You are my greatest love and my best friend.
After we started dating, people would ask me what I liked about you. I would say that you complimented my personality well. Where I am the planner and tend to think about the future, you live more in the moment. We balance each other out and push each other out of our comfort zones when we need to. You accept me for who I am and all my quirks. You have helped me build up my confidence and become more decisive. You are incredibly thoughtful and show me love through the little things you do, whether it is cleaning my car, leaving me cute or funny notes, killing bugs for me, or sending me photos of dogs you see because you know that will make my day. You bring out my goofy side and remind me that life isn't all about work. As we embark on our married life together, I vow to love you and to continue to grow with you.
Now that Alonso and Hannah have given themselves to each other by solemn vows and the giving and receiving of rings, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may now kiss the bride. Ladies and gentlemen, Hannah and Alonso Diaz.
When Hannah was born, I wrote a short story about a young man whose wife gives birth to a baby girl. I imagined him guiding this little girl through all the joys and trials of childhood and the teenage years. It is the story of an intimate relationship a father has with a daughter. He is the number one man in her life. At the end of the story, he walks her down the aisle and presents her to another man who will take his place as the number one man. It is both a joyful moment and a sad moment as he steps back to let the baby girl he held in the hospital room move on to the next stage of her life. I was so delighted when Alonso came into her life. I can think of no one better to become her number one man. He, too, is a gem. When he called to seek my blessing on asking Hannah to marry him, I couldn't have said yes, yes, yes fast enough.
Marriage is plunging into the deep end of a public swimming pool and holding on to each other's hand when neither of you have learned how to swim yet. Marriage is not a sprint, it's a marathon. Remember that true friendship is the basis of any lasting relationship. And to you, Hannah, thank you, Hannah, for taking my best friend, who is probably one of the most unique, gifted, talented, brilliant-minded person I know, and loving him for who he is.
Hannah has quite literally found a home in Alonso. I often hear about how Alonso and his dad are working on house projects on the weekends, or that Alonso is watching his grass grow. But in all seriousness, Hannah found someone to love her just as big as she loves him, if not bigger. I love seeing how Alonso's family has accepted Hannah in with open arms as if they've been married for decades. If anyone is deserving of this type of love, it's Hannah. She's given so much love to the world, and I'm so happy that she found someone to pick her and love her every day.
This date now will be an anchor date for you in the most positive ways that you can possibly imagine, and not maybe fully yet, but you will. I've never been married, but the people who have been married know how everyone talks about marriage. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what an institution that is. But this change, I'm thrilled to have Alonso in our family now. And I just really want everyone to raise a glass, because I could not be more thrilled to be up here giving this speech to my baby sister and to her new husband. So a toast to the happy couple. All the best.